So, I'd like to talk to you about Hour of Code. For this year, I have two different recommendations as to how you could spend your hour. The first is with a set of Angry Birds themed puzzles. In the Angry Birds theme set of puzzles, they're going to recommend that you use something called pair programming, where two people work together collaboratively to code using conditional coding to solve this set of puzzles. Your facilitators know you best, so they'll make a recommendation to you whether you should use pair programming, like code.org is going to explain in this video, or whether you should work independently by yourself. They know your abilities best, so I'll let them make that recommendation. They'll talk to you in this video about pair programming, so if you are asked or allowed to use pair programming, you can watch the video to find out about how that exactly works and learn about collaboration there. But I'm going to jump into the Angry Birds puzzles. This is the simpler of the two because this block-based system that uses conditional coding also uses some symbols to help you navigate how to use conditional coding. My job is always going to be to get my Angry Bird from wherever he or she is to the evil pig over here. And my job is to do that in as few blocks of code as possible. So I see that he needs to move 1, 2, 3 spaces to get to the evil pig. I'm going to go ahead and use this arrow that points towards the evil pig 1, 2, 3 times, and I just simply click that and drag it over to the appropriate space, connecting it to the when run button. And so you can see that when I run it, I was able to get the evil pig. Again, my job is to do that in as few blocks of code as possible. I did not do that in as few blocks of code as possible, so you should not use the code that I showed you here, but go ahead and try your own that you could use fewer blocks of code to solve this puzzle. I just wanted to simply show you how that worked. So again, this is the simpler of the two because it's going to use less conditions. I want to show you a little more complex recommendation that I have for those of you that may be ready for it. I'm going to jump into this Voyage, Aquatic, Minecraft themed set of puzzles. And in this Minecraft set of themed puzzles, I'm going to use the same conditions using Steve or Alex as my character to get myself to collect a number of different objects around the Minecraft land. Very similar layout. I'm going to have my mission here at the top of the screen, my blocks on the left, my workspace here on the right. This time the blocks do not have those directional arrows on them, so I will have to read this to myself, as well as understand the conditions and variables that are within those conditions. So here I have a turn with a drop down, right or left. So this does get more complex as I progress through these worlds. And again, I just drag and drop these and connect them together. When I want to get rid of a block, I just pull it back over to the block, and then I can run my code very similarly. So again, this set of puzzles, I'm going to use those conditions and those commands to get from point A to point B in as few moves as possible, using the different commands and conditions inside those commands that they give me in the puzzle. So this is my more complex recommendation. The simpler, again, will be that Angry Birds set of puzzles. I hope that you enjoy your hour of code and that you find these recommendations fun in working on learning conditional coding, and enjoy Hour of Code.